The current UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski, takes inspiration from the conqueror, Alexander the Great. Carrying on this shared mentality into the UFC, Volkanovski conquered the division, making good of his nickname, the Great. Before Alexander stood on top of the featherweight division, he had humble beginnings. Volkanovski was born in New South Wales, Australia, on September 29, 1988. His father was born out of a village in the Socialist Republic of Macedonia, while his mother originated from Greece. Alex began training in Greco-Roman wrestling at an early age and won a national title at the age of 12. He decided to give up wrestling at 14 and instead focused on a career in rugby as a front rower. After high school, Volkanovski would work as a concrete worker. He played in a semi-professional league for the Warilla Gorillas in the South Coast Rugby League, where he was awarded the Mick Cronin Medal in 2010 as the league's best player. Volkanovski then quit rugby league to pursue mixed martial arts in 2012. Volkanovski quoted, "There are no excuses in fighting. You can be playing a team sport and have a good game, and you can lose. In fighting, it's all on me. If I go out there and lose, then it's my fault. I like that. So if I know I fight well, I'm going to win. I definitely love the fact that it's all in you, and you do what you have to do to win. And each fight is like a grand final in the rugby league." Starting as an amateur middleweight and going 4-0 before turning professional, Volkanovski has fought in various MMA organizations from 2012 to July 2016 before signing with the UFC. He won a Pacific Extreme Combat title and 2 Australian Fighting Championship featherweight titles. Volkanovski amassed a record of 13-1 with 10 straight wins prior to joining the UFC. Volkanovski made his UFC debut on November 26, 2016 and increased his win streak to 11 with a second-round TKO against Yusuke Kasuya. Volkanovski would return to the featherweight division and face Mizuto Hirata on June 11, 2017. He would win the fight after 15 minutes of ground and pound via unanimous decision. Volkanovski's next opponent was German Kennedy. However, Kennedy pulled out of the fight due to a back injury and was replaced by Humberto Bondone, but it was announced that Bondone would delay his UFC debut at the event due to undisclosed reasons, and was replaced by promotional newcomer Shane Young. Volkanovski would dominate this fight, winning the fight via unanimous decision. Volkanovski's next fight was a reschedule of the bout with Kennedy. Volkanovski would dominate the fight from start to finish, locking down Kennedy with his vicious ground and pound game. Alexander would win at the end of the bout via second-round TKO. Volkanovski would then face Darren Elkins, a legit contender, but again, Alexander would dominate the fight, all 3 rounds, and win the fight via unanimous decision. The Great would start off his UFC career 5-0, extending his win streak to 15. Volkanovski would be scheduled to fight against Chad Mendes, a longtime contender in the flyweight division. In what was Alexander's biggest fight to date, he would be rocked by Mendes in the second round, only to finish him off with a KO punch the very same round. Volkanovski was on fire, making himself known to the featherweight division and the world. The next year, Alexander was pitted against Jose Aldo, the longtime featherweight champion. The fight would go to distance, with Alexander outstriking Aldo 95-29. The fight would end in a 30-27 unanimous decision, rewarded to Volkanovski. Volkanovski has proven himself and earned himself a title shot against the reigning champion at the time, Max Holloway. Holloway was definitely Alexander's toughest opponent he ever faced. The title fight would be a back-and-forth battle, both fighters landing at times during the fight. Volkanovski would barely outstrike Holloway 157-134. After 5 full rounds of action, the decision was in the judges' hands. Volkanovski would be awarded the unanimous decision 48-47 and would be crowned the new UFC featherweight champion. Alexander was truly the Great. He conquered the featherweight division, claiming his spot as the champion. What's next for the Great? Much speculation has come out regarding a second fight between Volkanovski and Holloway, but just like the infamous conqueror, Alexander the Great, Volkanovski will fight to prove that he is truly the greatest. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. More content coming shortly. Thank you so much for watching. This is MMA Plug, signing off. Peace.